Hello creators! Today we're decorating galaxy cookies. I was asked to make 70 cookies for Teacher Appreciation Week to hand out on May 4th, which made me think of May the 4th be with you, which made me think of outer space, which made me think of SweetAmbs galaxy cookies. If you are interested in cookie decorating and somehow don't know about her yet, she is one of my cookie heroes. Amazing skills, a truly talented decorator. There are 4 overall steps to decorating these cookies, and although they are based on SweetAmbs design, there are some key differences that I'm doing. Basically, 1 in each step, which I'll point out as we go, as well as give my thoughts and unasked for advice. So step 1 is the outline. And the fact that there is an outline at all is the big difference here. SweetAmbs did several galaxy designs, not all of them were conducive to outlines, but this one that I'm doing is, and I like how the outline provides a cleaner edge. Remember when you're piping lines to touch at the corners and then lift and drag the icing. Consistent squeezing, then release when you touch down again. Step 2, filling the outline. Now the big difference is that I've got 6 colors instead of 5. I included a bright blue, and I'm super happy I did. As you pipe these colors, it should be pretty easy because it's thin icing. So if you find yourself straining, you can add a few drops of water to thin the icing, or cut a slightly larger hole in your bag. Oh, okay, here's a big tip. If slippery Tipless bags drive you nuts, keep a wet paper towel nearby. A damp hand will have plenty of grip. I love the added accent of this bright blue. You could probably put on more, but by just adding it to one side, it helps the purple, which is the next color, to be more oval in shape, which is what I want. For the pink, my advice is to make a bright pink. I thought I'd made a garish pink, but I totally could have gone even brighter. Now the awesome thing is you don't need precision when you're piping these colors. You know what I mean? That certainly doesn't look very impressive, but it does get very cool in the next step. In the SweetAmbs video, she uses a spatula to blend and swirl the icing. I do want swirling, but I would like less blending, so I'm using a Scribe tool, or you can use a pointy toothpick. And first I want to swirl and extend the white so it stretches across the cookie. And then I start swirling the other colors. And this technique is called wet on wet marbling. As I'm doing this, I don't want any obvious straight lines left, so I'm just trying to swirl a little bit, at least a little bit everywhere. And this is real time. It's not sped up at all. So it took 1 minute to do the swirling. Step 4, stars. The big difference in this step is that instead of using the same bag of white icing to both fill and do the stars, I have a separate bag of a slightly thicker icing. Don't go making a whole nother batch of white. No need for that. Just remove a little bit of the icing before you add all the water, just before getting to flood consistency. Put it into a Tipless bag and cut a very small opening. I found this gave me more control on my dot sizes and reduced my general frustration. Okay, I start off doing a larger sparkle star. And then pipe tiny dots randomly around the perimeter. Now, if you start doing a pattern, or you start putting them evenly spaced, stop. This needs to be random. Some clustered together, some areas without stars. And then once I get around the cookie with the tinies, then I'll do larger dots, just a few of them, again, randomly placed. And that's it! Let dry overnight and you can package them up. I was asked to package the cookies individually, so if you're interested, here's my process. First, I design a label and print it out on cardstock. Then cut out the labels and fold them. And then pull out your heat sealer. Say what? You don't have one? Just kidding. Neither did I for a long time. But they are pretty awesome. They're safe, they're easy to use, they're fast, and this might be the most awesome part, it can extend the shelf life of your cookies. Now it doesn't actually heat up, it sends a current through some wires and only activates when you close the arm. And you gotta have it plugged in, of course. So I set it to a 2 or a 3 level depending on the bag thickness. After sealing the bag, I cut off the excess, leaving, I don't know, about a ½ inch. Then attach a label with a couple staples. And you've got yourself a nice pro-looking packaged cookie. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.